Welcome back to the Learning Studio. This is the Biological Sciences series, and today's lecture takes us to one of the most fascinating processes in molecular and cellular biology, the cell cycle and apoptosis. If you'd like to catch up on earlier episodes, the full playlist is linked right below in the description. And remember, this is the 9th subject we're covering with whiteboard animations, with many more subjects on the way. Here's a question. If cells are constantly dividing, why don't we end up with uncontrolled growth all the time? The answer is balance. A perfectly regulated cycle of cell division paired with a built-in self-destruct program called apoptosis. Together, these processes maintain order in living organisms. The cell cycle. The cell cycle is the series of events that lead a cell to grow and divide. It consists of distinct phases. G1 phase, gap 1. Cell grows and prepares for DNA synthesis. S phase, synthesis, DNA is replicated. G2 phase, gap 2, cell prepares for division. M phase, mitosis, the cell divides into two identical daughter cells. Between these phases are checkpoints, acting like quality control stations. They ensure that the cell doesn't move forward until everything is accurate and safe. Epitope cell death. But sometimes cells must die for the greater good. This is where apoptosis comes in. Apoptosis is not random destruction. It's a controlled process where a cell shrinks, its DNA fragments, and the remains are safely cleared away. Why is this important? It removes damaged or dangerous cells. It shapes developing organisms, for example, removing webbing between fingers in embryos. It prevents diseases by eliminating potentially cancerous cells. Case studies and examples. Case study 1. Cancer. When checkpoints fail or apoptosis is disabled, cells divide uncontrollably, leading to tumors. Case study 2. Neurodegenerative diseases. Excessive apoptosis of neurons contributes to Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Case study 3. Immune system. After fighting an infection, many immune cells undergo apoptosis to restore balance. Why it matters in molecular and cellular biology. The cell cycle and apoptosis are central to life. They explain how organisms grow, repair themselves, and stay healthy. When these processes malfunction, the result is disease. That's why so many modern therapies, from cancer drugs to regenerative medicine, focus on manipulating these systems. In the past, the discovery of mitosis explained how cells reproduce. In the present, research on apoptosis has led to life-saving cancer treatments. In the future, scientists hope to fine-tune cell cycle control to regenerate tissues or stop diseases before they even begin. Why watch this playlist? In this playlist, we're covering the 30 most important topics in biological sciences, from biomolecules to genetics, physiology, ecology, and more. Each episode builds on the last, giving you a clear roadmap of the science of life. Whether you're a student preparing for exams, a teacher looking for resources, or simply a curious learner, this series is designed for you. So that's our dive into the cell cycle and apoptosis, the delicate balance between growth and self-destruction that keeps organisms alive and healthy. In our next lecture, we'll begin the genetics and genomics section, starting with Mendelian and non-Mendelian inheritance, a fascinating look at how traits are passed from one generation to the next. Welcome again to the Learning Studio. Don't forget to check the playlist link below and subscribe so you don't miss the upcoming genetics episodes in the Biological Sciences series. Because once you understand inheritance, you begin to understand the story of life itself.